I'd imagine PS2. That'd be my guess.
Starter Stadium?
No,
No, Smashville.
I'm surprised Velocity let KAO go to Smashville. I think this is a very good stage for R.O.B.
I agree, and KAO likes this stage too. I've played him quite a bit, so.
I played him once. He beat me about 4 minutes. It was pretty sad, but I do remember getting destroyed on Smashville. So maybe Velocity also likes the stage quite a bit, but I would imagine he'd want more space to be able to like space with his sword. But
I'd imagine. But you know, we'll see. We'll see if Velocity can make anything work here. Right now, pretty even game percent-wise. KAO for sure took a commanding lead, and now he's in the advantage position.
Good get up attack there.
Absolutely. The gyro. Yes, for sure. Get up attack being fully invincible in this game. A lot of people, I feel like a lot of people don't know that because it wasn't always that way.
I think it's an underused. It's either you use it way too much or not nearly enough. Oh,
absolutely.
He's dead.
He should be dead. Oh, he saved his jump.
I did not. Okay, that's killed. I did not realize he was double jump there. But that back air, that massive back air, it's like going almost the entire stage.
I think he tried to double jump off ledge because I don't think that the invincibility was out yet before.
No, I agree. I think that's probably trying to catch him like a forward air or something.
Oh, that was
there. What tipper?
Single hit nair to tipper up tilt. Wow.
Oh, I thought that forward smash was a tipper. That was definitely gonna be killed there. Ooh, good down tilt.
And that's kind of one of the hardest problems about Marth in this game. He just feels a little too inconsistent. With
Marthritis is still very much a thing in this game.
Absolutely.
Like melee. Marthritis is the term for Marth struggling to get kills outside of a certain percent range.
Absolutely.
Going to melee, but still very much prevalent throughout all the Smash games he's made an appearance in.
It has,
right
absolutely
now,
has.
KAO almost a full stock ahead. 160% on R.O.B. Not looking all that amazing for Velocity. He really needs to find something right now. Oh, yeah. I think that's one huge benefit R.O.B. gets on Wi-Fi, is being able to like abuse the fact that teching is way more difficult to get those tech chase situations and kills with down smash and the like.
Yeah, no, he absolutely gets to abuse that, and the fact that down tilt already a hard move to deal with, but on Wi-Fi is even harder to deal with.
It's near unreactable on Wi-Fi, and even arguably unreactable on offline too. But almost 210% on R.O.B. right now. Finally finding the kill with that forward air, but he still has Velocity still has so much work to make up right now.
So the hard part here for Velocity is going to be the fact that as the R.O.B. player, both just having the lead and the fact that he has about 2 projectiles in laser and gyro, the R.O.B. doesn't have to approach. So that's going to be the hardest thing right here for Velocity, is that Velocity has to make something happen. And Marth has never been the best character on the approach. He's definitely much more of a spacing bait character. So
I feel like Velocity is like jumping quite a bit too, and KAO's doing a very good job calling that out. Misspaced up B there.
Yeah, definitely misspaced the up B. KAO took full advantage of that, ends up killing him. Yeah, pretty commanding game one for KAO.
KAO there, yeah. I feel like Velocity was trying to challenge KAO in the air a little bit too much. Like, obviously you have to do that sometimes, but he was just sort of running into like those nairs and those forward airs. And
what I want to... Oh, go on.
No, go ahead, please.
I was going to say, what I want to see from Velocity here is I want to see him trying to either mitigate the gyro or use the gyro a little bit more. So what I mean by mitigate is I want to see him throw it upwards and make it so that R.O.B. Doesn't really have access to it for a little while, because the R.O.B.'s laser has to charge, so it'll mitigate one projectile. But every time that you shield gyro, and it disappears, he immediately gets it back. So I want to see him grab it more. I want to see him either try to use it as a projectile for himself, or maybe just try and get it out of the way so that he doesn't have to deal with it as much. Because while I don't think KAO relied on it too much, there was definitely a lot of moments in there where KAO made pretty good use of that.
Yeah, I 100% agree, and that's just something you always have to be thinking about when you're playing against R.O.B. And I think Velocity sort of kind of forgot about that. He just sort of ran into and got hit by the gyro a few times too many.
Yes.
So hopefully he'll keep that in mind going into this next game and maybe even a game 3.
Absolutely. I wonder what the counter pick here is going to be. Again, kind of like we said, we didn't really understand letting KAO and R.O.B. go to Smashville.
Yeah, I would imagine we definitely want to see like a bigger stage for Velocity here.
I would think...
My guess, my ideal picks would be like Town and City or maybe even Kalos, but I think you'd want a platform to help deal with the gyro a little bit better, just like jump over it.
I would think. I think Battlefield. That's just me. Oh, we get a character switch.
Yeah, okay. Velocity does play Paolo as well, so I think this is a better pick for sure. Probably a character you might be more experienced with on Wi-Fi. We're on Kalos.
So, funny, I talked about him mitigating the projectile pressure. Palutena, of course, having a counter and a reflector and a projectile of her own. 2, actually. So,
Yeah.
this is definitely going to be a better matchup. And Palutena is going to have more. I'm just going to say, Palutena obviously has more combos as well, so he's going to be able to rack up some more damage. But what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, I'd imagine we'd want to see Velocity sort of try and control the pace of this game with a character like Palutena way more. With Marth, you sort of have to flow with lag here, unfortunately. But yeah, so with a character like Marth, you almost sort of just have to go with the flow that your opponent's setting. But with a character like Palu, with endless projectiles against R.O.B, you can sort of try and control the pace of the tempo of the game a bit better, and hopefully we see Velocity use that. She catches the gyro, not going for it again though.
Yeah, Palutena for sure. Palutena has a couple different things too that she can work with. Palutena having both an invincible dash attack and back air, it's easier for her to kind of just force her way into certain situations, and that's something that Marth can't really do. You have to have you have to have kind of a certain level of finesse to play Marth, and not to say that Velocity doesn't have that, but I know that in this matchup particularly, it's very hard to do that with Marth. So
and it's harder, and it's a lot harder on Wi-Fi as well. Oh,
absolutely. So he definitely is being a lot more aggressive. It seems like he was trying to play the style with Marth, and it just wasn't working. And it's working a lot better with Palutena so far.
Oh, that's the first kill with that up tilt. Surprisingly strong move. It's not that you look at it, you think it's a kill option, but it absolutely is. And air chain's going, up air, one more maybe. No, air dodge is out of the way just in time. Velocity looking very strong right now.
Velocity looking strong now indeed. I also believe that in the patch before the most current one, her up tilt actually did get buffed in kill power.
Yeah, I think a couple of her. I think it was the same patch that down throw got nerfed. Up tilt did get buffed, so it was sort of a mixed bag for Palo mains there. Oh, I think this should be kill with her up smash. Oh no, great mash by Velocity.
I was actually surprised that KAO didn't go for an up air there over, and maybe it wouldn't have killed, but he went for up smash instead of up air. When I feel like at that percent, you probably did want to go for up air because you didn't.
Maybe he just wasn't expecting Velocity to mash out that quickly.
Maybe, yeah, perhaps. Velocity definitely. This is a much better game for him so far.
No, but KAO not out of it just yet. R.O.B is a character that can rack up damage fairly quickly, so Velocity does need to be careful not to get overconfident. Good up smash though. Yeah,
this is a matchup for I believe that's in Palu's favor as well. And whereas the last game it looked like Velocity was having
there up tilt. Oh, that's a misinput for sure. He definitely wanted the side B there.
Yeah, for sure.
Good back air. Velocity only 50%. This is super doable right now.
Velocity really good with these teleport cancels. Wow.
Yeah, I saw him. He got an edge cancel on Kalos' platform earlier to get to a down air. So definitely some good practice going in. Ooh, not finding his grab.
He seems a lot more, which I guess would make sense. A lot of people have been trying out Marth and the other buffed characters, but, seems a lot more comfortable with Palutena for sure.
Yeah, and I also think that Velocity's doing a much better job of not overextending into, R.O.B's, good options up there. It goes for the up tilt that time. But, we don't see Velocity, just, running into, R.O.B's aerials as frequently, not overextending, just, sitting back, maintaining stage control.
So I think part of that is also the matchup, where in Marth R.O.B, Marth definitely has to dance around the projectiles of R.O.B a lot more, but Palutena can kind of she reverses the game a bit. Now R.O.B has to kind of watch out for what Palutena throws out. So he hasn't really. So I think it's kind of because we haven't really seen KAO get the chance to set up the same game plan like he was doing last game.
Ooh, good side B, the neutral B for some extra damage. KAO definitely kill percent here.
The 4 down tilts on shield. Oh god, but yeah, KAO for sure and kill percent. Oh wow.
Sauce DI. I believe he was not expecting that. He was not ready for that. That was no DI at all. But great stuff from Velocity. Definitely making some improvements to his gameplay that he needs to in this matchup. Yeah,
for sure. That was definitely a much more. I do think KO's game 1 was a little bit more commanding, but that game for sure definitely felt like it was in Velocity's control the entire
I think
time.
I think the character switch definitely helped quite a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So I don't foresee him going switching from Palutena.
No.
So we'll just.
I would definitely ban Smashville here. I would not let KO have Smashville again.
So we're not running DSR.
Oh, are we? I
don't know.
I totally forgot about that. I would believe we are. It's just not something that it doesn't come up in best of 3 a lot, so it's not something I usually think about. But
I don't the Frostbite rule set. So I forget off the top of my head what they had done. I think it was. I think we were running DSR.
Okay. Then maybe. Okay. All right. So yeah, they go right back to Kalos here. This is not a bad R.O.B stage either, because it is big. R.O.B is heavy. He will live a little bit longer here. So I kind of think that's why KO feels comfortable. Yeah, just wants to run it back. So we'll see what adjustments he can make to deal with this Palutena. Right now, though, he seems to kind of have control so far.
Yeah, and like it's not like that game was like super dominating for Velocity. So KO probably felt that this matchup was super doable on the stage, so he just wants to run back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes there are games that you play against opponents where you lose, but I feel like at a certain point, it is unfortunate. But I feel like
here,
sometimes you have to make the call, though. It's that I don't necessarily feel like the stage is the reason I lost. I just feel like I could have played better.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
So yeah, definitely KO off to a good start and an early lead. Still even stocks though, and Palutena does have the power to take your stock very quickly and very easily.
Oh! So what I think happened there was
he threw the gyro.
He threw the gyro, and it saved him because it hit him before the rest of KO. Oh, great down smash to come with the spot dodge. But yeah, he threw the gyro, the side B hit it back at Velocity before the rest of the side B could hit and get the kill.
Yeah, if Velocity planned that, like if that was a hard read, that was one godlike play. That's all I have to say. That was very
top 10 anime betrayals. Good get up attack to catch the side B again.
Yeah, and
definitely ready for that.
Yeah, Velocity definitely seems to be ready for the R.O.B tricks. And as I said before, he took the stock with the down smash, and Palutena can do that. And now KO went from being on the front, in the lead the entire first stock to being on the back foot again. And he has to deal with the Palutena game.
Could use the forward tilt to like kind of cover that like right in front of you in the air area. I don't know what to call that area. But right now, Velocity looking pretty good. Like, I would consider this an upset if Velocity were to take the set here.
I absolutely would as well. KO has been a
tried to go for gyro ledge trap. Oh, but probably tried to punish that side B, but got caught. Oh, great. Sorry, there's so much stuff happening at the same time that I want to comment on, but
no, absolutely, a lot's going on here. I feel like he could have made more use. I feel like we maybe could have seen a side B off of that missed exploding flame, but maybe he doesn't want to stale it. He just goes for the down tilt instead, but didn't really get anything off of it.
That he could get it, because if he missed, that's a big punish. Oh, cool.
What a call out of the jump!
Great snipe. All right, KO suddenly finds himself ahead.
KO noticed that Velocity really liked to use his double jump when he was up high there.
That long-lasting up smash. Very close set, back and forth so far. Nair chains, goes up air perhaps? Yeah, I was stumped off that up air a lot, but good jab by KO. Yeah, out to avoid that. Dash attack. Right now, this is anyone's game right now. R.O.B's heavy, so Velocity is going to need some more percent backed up. He wants to find the stock. Oh, is this going to be the 0 to death?
Oh, not quite. Caught him on the back end of it, not quite the front end.
Not it hit the side B that he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Velocity could potentially be making better use of the gyro when he catches it, but that's not the hugest deal in the world right now with how much pressure he's providing with stage control. He's juggling the air right now. KO needs to find his way back to the ground using that side platform. Using the side platform, tries to find the down smash.
Oh my god, this is a very close game. Jeez.
Ledge trap scenario. Use the counter, side B. Not finding the kill just yet. R.O.B is heavy.
I thought for sure he was gonna see the counter and go for the grab there, but ends up giving him the counter with the down tilt, and yes.
Maybe he thought the down tilt would be fast enough to avoid it, but that was so close.
Using that same down tilt to poke, that was a really good poke that he did there. Good safe poke. That neutral getup was so risky.
I love that Velocity is not trying to ledge trap, like right at ledge. He's using that explosive flame. Oh, down throw not maybe taking this. Oh, good up B.
That was such good.
That was so good. That whole thing was so good for both players.
I have to comment though on just like the level of awareness that Velocity.
Oh, that's it. Great Nair up tilt confirmed. That's new from a couple patches ago. Great set. What a set.
That was a great set. I have